Well, hello there, family. I didn't see you there. And welcome back to another edition of Midweek Moment with the Crenshaws. I am your host, Sanchez Crenshaw, and as always, I am joined by the absolute best part of my day.
Am I really? Because you had me muted.
There's a reason.
And I wanted to sing.
This is why I had you muted, man.
Yeah, I didn't even get a chance to hear me go, yes.
The music is beautiful.
Go ahead.
You hear that music playing in the background?
I hear it in the background.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
We just wanted to hear that.
Yes.
Once again, the apple of my eye.
I am. Mm-hmm.
The wind beneath my wings.
That's the win.
The rib that completes me.
You're completed.
The
I'm
Maria.
get a t-shirt that says you're completed.
No, you're not. You're not.
That's cool. It's cool, though. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The Maria to my Tony.
West Side Story. I know that. Come on, somebody.
Actually,
come on. Let me
if
clap
you had
for
not gotten that one, I was going to put you out.
Woo! Clap for myself.
No, for real.
I clap for myself.
If you didn't get that one,
yeah,
I was going to put you out.
I had to.
Because that is my all-time favorite musical.
And something lady.
Guys and Dolls.
Yep, that right there.
That's my second.
It's still a lady.
Well, here's why I'm going to give you that one.
Why you gonna give it to me?
Because one of the most popular songs from that particular musical,
Guys and Dolls?
Yeah, from Guys and Dolls, is Luck Be a Lady.
Yes.
Yeah, Marlon Brando's version. Marlon couldn't sing to save his life. So don't get it twisted. He was beautiful to look at. He was a great actor.
But he couldn't sing.
Couldn't carry a tune in 19 buckets.
Yes.
But he sung that song with so much passion. There you go. So that's probably why you thought about that, because it's one of my most favorite songs.
Yes.
But I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Because you always think I don't care. I'm not watching and listening.
Well, I'm
watching and listening to you.
Sometimes it's hard.
I'm just saying.
Because I really don't think you pay attention to me the way you say you do.
You didn't even clap for me, though, because I had to clap for myself, because that I really did good. Okay,
but I did say congratulations. I said, there you go.
I wanted you to clap.
I also said if you didn't get it, I was going to put you out.
Right, so you should clap.
Okay, but there you go.
That's a snap, bro.
That's the best you're going to get.
Listen, what's going on, family? What is going on? I am Angela Crenshaw, guys. That is
my wife, family. Family, that is my wife.
Yes.
Family, it is Wednesday.
Well, come on. It's hump day.
It is Wednesday.
Yes, it is.
We thank you for joining us. We thank you for listening. For our first-time family members, our first-time listeners,
come on,
welcome.
First time. We love you.
However you're listening, whether it's iTunes, whether it's Podbean, whether it's Spotify, whether it's Google Play, whether it's Amazon Music, whether it's iHeartRadio, on our own personal website. I never forget it. Or on our own personal website at www.thecrenshawcorner.com. We thank you guys so much for being a part.
We are so appreciative. Seriously, we are so appreciative and grateful.
And for our returning family members.
Come on.
You know how we feel about you.
Come on, return us.
Now, let me say this. For our new family members.
Yes.
Please don't misunderstand us.
Yes, we love you.
There is a special place in our heart and soul for you. But there is just something about those returning family members who week in, week out, month in, month out.
Year in
at this point, year in and year out.
Yes.
Who can deal and put up with my wife. What? So there is a special place for you guys. So we thank you.
Because it's hump day, I'm going to let that just slide.
Because I know it's hard. I know it's hard.
Slide off my shoulders. I'm not even going to say that.
I'm just saying. So here's the thing, though, family.
Yes.
Just think. You guys only have to do it twice a week. I got to do it every day.
Do what every day?
Every day.
Be in my presence?
Every day.
So how do you say that?
Every hour.
Wait, because you say that, ma'am. But then you say, I'm the apple of your eye.
Apple of my eye.
Wind beneath your wings. See, it's contagious. You see, I tell it's contagious. See, that's what I do. I make eggs in people's brains.
Wind beneath my wings.
I do it, yes.
The rib that completes
me.
And
I complete you.
Yeah.
But then say.
And then I say.
You got to do it with me every day.
Every day. See, it's like
it's not like 1 + 1 is 2.
Yeah, no.
It's not adding up.
No, it's a whole 2. It's a whole 2. I'm going to tell you how it's 2.
I'm amazing.
Because you and I.
Yes.
You know me. I like to use analogies.
Oh, Lord.
You and I are like a prison sentence with no chance of parole.
Ha.
It's like when they give you triple life plus 10 years with chance of parole after the 4th life.
Right.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I love you for that.
Yeah, you're here.
I'm here.
Oh, you're here.
To the end.
Yeah, to all the end.
And we still together.
Yes. Praise God. God is a faithful God.
So I'm just saying.
I mean, he has brought me a mighty long way. I mean, with you. But I'm not even going to, you know what? We got family.
May I continue?
Go, do you.
Still in the opening.
Yeah.
93 minutes into the show. Haven't even completed the opening yet.
I'm going to let you do it.
Are you?
Yeah.
You're going to let me do it?
Yes, because I want you to say, I let people know that we are Insta.
See, there you go with that.
So just say it, because it's contagious.
We're not there yet.
We're
not there.
Go ahead.
We're not there yet.
Go ahead, say what you do.
Here's what I do.
I'm quiet.
Are you? Seriously? I can continue?
I'm here.
Thank you very much. So, family, with that being said, also welcome to the cookout. Make sure you bring some aluminum foil so you can wet bag.
Take some with you.
So you can take something with you.
I don't know. You go because today.
Now today you gonna need
y'all gonna get you some double aluminum foil, and also it's gonna be so heavy. I'm gonna need you to get you a little Glad bag. Is it a Glad bag?
Yeah, it's a Glad bag.
Is it Glad?
Yeah.
Who's the best one? Ziploc.
Ziploc. Actually,
bag.
no, Glad is better.
You think so?
Yeah,
But is Glad a bag? I thought Ziploc and Glad is the containers.
No, but they got bags. Yeah, they got bags too. They do. And family, we're going to tell you that voice in a second.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, but they got bags
Trying
too.
to be all soft-spoken. They got bags
Now, here's
too.
the thing, though. The family, the reason we say, make sure you bring your aluminum foil. And on this day, don't go to the dollar store.
No,
don't get the dollar store aluminum foil.
Get that rental.
Get you some rental wrap.
Not rentals,
Heavy
rental wrap.
Because you're going to need it.
Yes.
And for our new
that
family
Thanksgiving
members.
aluminum foil.
Yeah.
That's that Thanksgiving.
That one your auntie got in her purse.
Yeah, so thick. You know the thick aluminum foil. That thing be
That's
so
the one you
thick.
need. Now, family, the reason we say that for our new family members who are saying, what the heck are they talking about? Aluminum foil, cookout? What are they talking about?
Yes.
See, family is really simple.
Yes, it is.
If you ever listen to the Crenshaw Corner, there's a common theme that runs throughout the show.
Sanchez crazy as heck.
My wife will just go off in left field.
It will not go.
We on course. We traveling down the road. We going. The car's just moving.
Don't do it.
And she in the passenger seat, and all of a sudden, she just grabbed the wheel, and we just go off to the left.
No, sir.
And then the left, turn another left.
No, sir.
And then eventually, I got to get this car right and get us back on the track.
That's me.
That's my wife.
Wow.
She just take us everywhere.
Okay, go ahead.
We start talking about birds. Next thing you know, we talking about how flowers are made. That's just what she do. But it's
That's
okay.
my intellect, y'all. That's how I bring it together. I bring it together.
But the one thing we always try to do, we always try to leave you with something.
Yes.
We try to give you a nugget.
Aha moment.
Aha moment.
Perspective. Yes.
A change in your view.
And we have good intentions.
Intentions are always
when
good.
we get on the mic, we always got good intentions. Like seriously, like we really want to give you our absolute best, but
my wife.
Sanchez.
But my wife.
Okay, but go ahead, baby.
But with that being said,
we on the socials.
I'm not there yet.
Oh, we still not there.
But with that being said, we ask that you just take something with you that you can reflect on later on as you're traveling down the road. Leftovers, if you will.
If you will say it.
Now, family, we consider ourselves an interactive podcast.
We are.
So what that means is that we can be found on the socials. We're on Twitter. We're on Facebook.
You better say it.
We're on Twitter and Facebook.
No, we on Instagram. We Instas.
No matter how many times you say
it's gonna be a thing. It's going to be a thing. I need you to turn my mic up. I feel low. I like good. My mic ain't high enough.
You good.
No, my mic is low. Oh, Lord. Let me see. There I go. Because the family going to know where I'm at. And I felt like they couldn't hear me when I said we Instas. And I needed to go my mic. Turn my mic up in my ear. Turn my mic up.
We on the Instagram.
We on Instagram.
We on Twitter. We on Facebook. All on the Crenshaw Corner. And of course, you can email us at any time at thecrenshawcorner@gmail.com.
Yes.
Once again, thecrenshawcorner@gmail.com.
I like when you say that.
Now, family, even though this is a midweek moment, which is normally means we don't be before you long.
Yes.
I know it's already 83 minutes and 32 seconds into the opening. You don't even know what we're talking about, but that's okay.
It's okay.
Now, family, as you know, we just came out of April.
Yes.
Came out of the series of Passion.
Yes.
So we decided to come into May with a full force.
Yes.
And what better conversation to have throughout May than parenthood and mothers?
Yes. Incredible, beautiful strong,
mothers.
Fierce mothers.
Yes. So if you're not aware, May, the entire month of May
is Mother's Day.
Is dedicated to mothers.
All month is Mother's Day.
All month long is Mother's Day.
Don't let the commercial fool you about May. Is it May 7th? Every day this month It's Mother's Day.
No, it's actually May 9th.
Is it May 9th?
Yeah, because the 7th is Friday.
The 7th is Friday, because I'm thinking about Morgan's graduation.
The 8th is Saturday.
And then the 9th.
Mother's Day is
yes.
the 9th.
The 9th. And we even helping people.
Yeah.
We freeing y'all. People, May 9th.
May 9th is Mother's Day.
It's Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Get your coins together.
Yeah.
And she's celebrating all month. That's all I got to say.
Yeah. So, with that being said, family,
Yes.
what we want to do is that we wanted to sit down and have a conversation, not only with a mother, but with an incredible mother.
Yes.
So, family, what we've done is that we have a voice for you today.
Good gracious.
So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to step back for a moment because I can't do her justice.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to have my wife. I'm going to pass the microphone to my wife. Baby, please introduce to the family.
Family, listen to me. This is one of my favorite people in the world, number one. Number two, this is like my prayer partner. You want somebody to pray and talk to the Lord for you, this is her. But not even that, but she's an incredible mother and wife and friend. And we decided that we wanted to talk to her because right now she just started her life off with two young adult daughters.
She going through a whole new adventure.
Through a whole new adventure
with the children.
With the children. And so we decided, let's talk to her and this adventure that she's on with two daughters, both out of high school, both young adults, both gorgeous, and both just living their best life, basically, right now. Living their best life. And we wanted to...
We're going to talk about that face you just made later.
We're going to talk about that face. Yeah, we're going to... So we wanted to come and start with May with her. And I think it's just such a good conversation to have. What do you do when you got some young adults? And I won't even say females, but but they are girls, but young adults. What do you do? So I want you to introduce yourself.
Hey. I'm in y'all world. I'm just sitting here chilling like, okay, Dad, I love y'all so much. And some of the stuff went over my head. I was like, oh my God, I hope Sanchez don't kick me out because I don't know what you talking about that play. I'm lost.
Me too, girl. He tries to stump me every single time.
I'm a musical theater kid, so.
Yes. Aww. You love musicals.
Well,
tell the people about you.
I'm Lakesha. I mean, I don't know what do people want to know about me. I'm like you said, a mother, a wife. I have these two amazing young adults.
Yes.
And I'm struggling.
Let's just get right into it.
She said, no, we ain't
forget about the platitudes. We're just going to get right into it.
No, I'm struggling because, I reached out to Angela because, you've been down this road before. And I'm like, my young adults, though, like they trying to go a lot of places and stay out. And what is this? And then we're still in the middle of a pandemic.
Right.
I can kind of feel it like, okay, I was there before,
Right.
My kids are much better than where I was at their age.
Right.
However, I'm like, stay home. Why y'all want to stay home? For like 5 minutes though? Just like 5 minutes. Just chill for a little bit. But, they want to explore, they want to go. And it's hard for that transition. And even like my oldest one, she bought a car and she didn't even want me to come with her.
Was you devastated?
I was like, huh? Like, what? How you not gonna bring me with you to buy a car?
Right.
Like, this is your first vehicle. What are you talking about?
We supposed to be celebrating together.
Yes.
Give me ages. Give me ages of the two.
Okay. So we have, pretty much 21 and 19.
21 and 19.
Yeah, because their birthdays are coming. We have May is Savannah, and then August is Shataya's.
Yes, and we cannot leave out my babies. So we're gonna get to the young adults, but don't be leaving out my little
Jacob
babies.
And Sydney.
Them my babies.
So Jacob is about to be 13.
That is hurtful.
I know. It hurts my heart.
I can't even imagine that.
It hurts my heart.
I've known him since they was little. He's gonna be 13.
I'm kind of glad.
That's a little pastor right there.
That's a pastor.
Yeah.
It's a little pastor.
And the prophet.
I'm glad that he's not in school and he's doing virtual.
Really?
Yeah, because then the little girls.
Really?
Yeah.
You
Ain't no little girls at home.
You can't avoid.
Except Sydney. And Sydney gonna boss him around. So I mean,
how old is Sydney?
She's about to be 10.
Yeah, that's
actually
crazy.
this
That's
month.
the prophet.
Yeah.
That's a prophet right
All
there.
right,
Yeah.
so we got a 21-year-old, a 19-year-old, a 13-year-old, and then a 10-year-old.
Yes.
My God.
Yes,
Okay.
the grace of God.
Yes.
Ooh.
So, but I'm curious though. What is your problem?
So my problem is,
Maybe she got a problem.
Yeah, but okay, hold on. I didn't necessarily mean it like that. Here's what I meant by that. Let me unpack that just a little bit, because I know that kind of came off kind of like Geraldo Rivera type. Just like, what's your problem?
I was about to what's your problem?
No, I didn't mean like
She
that.
said
I didn't
she
mean
had
like
a
that. I didn't mean like that. But you're saying, like your kids, well, you're young adults.
Yeah.
Like they're out there, they're living their life. Like you saying, stay home for 5 minutes. Like she had the audacity to be an adult and go buy a car. What's your problem?
all of that.
All of that. Did you? He missed it.
This is a awakening for me. The more I talk about it, like even just you saying that to me and me talking to, Angela the other day, it is an awakening I'm finding out for me, because it's almost like, well, that's what you taught her. You taught your kids to be independent.
Right.
You told your kid, taught your kid, and I'm the first one. Yeah, explore, go out there. When Chataya went away to school, she was like, I think I'm staying here. I said, no, you're not. You're gonna go. What do you mean you're staying here for what? There's nothing's here.
Right.
And so now that you say that, I guess I'm getting delivered right in the house. I mean, I'm good for this, But I guess my issue was just that transition from being, them being in high school and, in school, just being young adults and having that freedom and boundaries.
Yeah. Because now you have to give those, because this is what I learned, and me and Sasha talk about this all the time. The only thing we are right now to our children, we don't even call our children, we don't say we parents, we advisors. That's it.
Yeah.
Because the reason why we took kind of like the parents title off is because parents, sometimes we think that we're entitled to tell our children what to do.
Absolutely.
Right? And I'm your mama, I'm your daddy. I really don't care what you say.
Yeah.
Do what I say. So we had to transform that and be like, we're at their advisors and listen a little bit more clearly of what they wanted, even if we did not agree. That was a hard pill for me to swallow. Not really for Sanchez. He was ready to swallow that pill when they were 16, 17. He was like, I can't wait.
Because that was the purpose of the training.
Absolutely.
Because let me touch on something that I'll get to that for a moment. It's the hardest for us, talking about the Crenshaws, the hardest thing for us was understanding that as the kids aged, our roles changed.
It did.
Who we became to them changed.
Yeah.
How we handled them changed.
Yeah.
Because we can't deal with a 16-year-old version the same way we deal with a 9-year-old version.
Right.
It's not the same entity. It's different now. And the reason I say, 16, 17, I was like, but that's what I taught you. Like you just said, but that's what I trained you for.
Right.
Because my philosophy was always, and you can ask all my kids, I tell them the same thing. Your life should be the hardest in my house.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That I make it so hard in my house that once you get out the house, you know how to maneuver. Not saying that life is going to be easy, but it won't blindside you.
Absolutely.
Because you know how to maneuver. So when things are not going right, you know what to do. You're not stuck.
Absolutely.
So what it sounds like, and correct me if I'm wrong, your kids are just doing what you taught them to do.
Absolutely.
But now you got a problem with it.
I'm just saying.
Because but I'm going to tell you the great part about it is what we've learned though is that every now and then, no matter the age group, they do come back to us and be like, "Can you turn to page 47 on the playbook of what you taught us and just go over that again?" You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? So they're going to return to it. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is what's so amazing for me too is to watch them become these people, like with their own personalities, their own agendas, their own thought process. I remember the first time I saw Morgan get dressed other than her basketball shorts and sweatshirt, because that's what she normally does. And she got on a cute little top and a little croc top and these boobs. But I said, okay, honey, hello, where we going? Where we going, honey? And Sage is very much like, I guess she going out the door, baby. He's always been like, I prepare yourself. I'm like, they're my babies. He's like, no, they're not. They're grown people, and we have to prepare him. He's always been that way. Like, I'm preparing my kids to be the best out there. They can come back.
Absolutely.
But they need to be the best. You know what I'm saying? And if you come back, you better come back with a good reason why you couldn't put the plan into effect.
I got a question for the mothers real quick.
Hey, hello.
Because I'm curious. I'm noticing a common thing between both you ladies.
Oh, Lord.
So I'm curious about something. As they were aging, and as they age, and like you said, you're dealing with a 21 and a 19-year-old, and then for us, when Day was 23 and Morgan was in her late teens, is it that because now they don't need you as much, and now you feel like I'm not needed?
Oh yes,
is that part of it?
Yes, for me.
Not for me.
Oh, for me.
No.
I'm like, huh? I want to be. I'm telling you, I'm getting delivered right here. I'm going to leave here delivered and set free. I'm telling you. Thank you, Jesus. But for me, it's like, wait, what you mean? You going to do like going to get the car? What do you mean? Like, I'm not coming with you,
right?
Or what's going on with Chitaya is self-employed and she's making negotiations, and she told me like she negotiated, and I was like, what? You did that? With your money? Yeah, this is how much I charge. I'm like, oh, okay, you ain't come to me.
I didn't get a phone call though. You didn't call me on
call
that.
me and ask me.
Like, Mom, what you think?
So yeah, I think it is a part of it. Like, dang, like I want to be sitting next to you
while you
doing
negotiating
these big things. Yes. So maybe it is my own little selfish thing going on here.
I think in the beginning, especially, okay, the reason why I say not really, because the kids that we have,
right,
they don't care. They don't. They're gonna bust the door. If you don't let them do it, they're gonna do it anyway.
Yeah.
They're not asking no questions, no hard. They kicking down doors. So my feelings has been hurt so many times. I've cried so many times about that same thing that now I'm like, just whatever. Yeah. Because I know soon they're gonna come back to the playbook, and that's fine. But I think before, I will say back in the day, it was very much that, especially for the two younger ones, because the two older ones was just, they came out my womb grown. They just, them two oldest one was grown. They came out grown. But the two little ones, I was like, I got a little bit more time with them, but I didn't really have a little bit more time with them. And so to watch them, so in the beginning, it was like, especially when Day was like, oh, one day he came to us like, I don't want you to travel. Because remember, he's an entertainer. So he was like, I don't want you to travel us no more. I'm going to Florida by myself. And I'm looking at him like, no, because when he go, that's my vacation. We be going together. Because we were used to taking up all our vacation for him.
He took all my vacation.
And so now one day he just was like, and Sanchez was like, oh, I got the ticket to go. And I'm looking at him like, are you, bruh?
Yeah,
I'm like, we supposed to talk about that. And at that point, I knew like, okay, this season is over. And then when Morgan decided that she was going away to college, and it was like, it is over. And then, and the crazy part about it is the Lord kept dealing with me, because the Lord was like, you and Sanchez said all the time that you will always stay close, so when these kids left, you wouldn't be strangers. Yeah. And so now to that point, I'm like, bye, because it made it better for us, like go. I mean, I check on them. I talk to the kids. How many times a day do I talk to your kids?
That's 24 hours in a day. So each kid calls 13 times per hour.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Like even when we silenced our phones, and then Sanchez is like, well, no, she has it set up that they get through the silence.
They get through the silence.
I'm like, for what? Why?
They are never on do not disturb. My phone could be off at night under rocks, but that phone gonna ring for my kids. They gonna ring for the kids. But it's just like, they're grown, and what they made me do, as far as a mother, is grow. Yes. They made me not only grow, but they made me begin to do self-care for myself and love myself. And every now and then I'll try to fall back and say, like, no, you don't. But it just made me realize that they're grown, and the more that they go their way, the more I can find my way, that I'm not just somebody's mother. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? That's and I think that's what's been and that's what's happening to you. All it is that your role is changing. Yeah. That you're going to always be their mother. They're always going to come, because they got to always come back to that playbook. Absolutely. I'm telling everything that you taught them, they're going to come back about prayer. They're going to come back like, Mom, what you think, or whatever. And those times that the kids do come back and what you think, girl, I be so excited in my spirit. I don't say nothing. I be like, well, about what? I'm all calm. I'm cool with it. Like what? Like, what are we discussing?
It was funny because we went out to eat like one morning, Chitaya and Savannah and I. And so Chitaya was like, she asked me a question. She said, well, Mom, what did she say? She said, like, did you think you would be in this place now in your life? I'm like, she asked me a question.
Is everything okay?
I said, oh, wow.
Yeah.
My brain was like, okay, don't talk too long, Lakesha. Don't seem like you're too excited. You know, all these things going through my mind. I'm like, but she asked me a question. And it was like a half an hour later. And they were looking like, Lord Jesus.
She's still talking.
Why she asked this question?
Why answer this question? I'm going to tell you, Because a lot of people don't know her. Both her daughters are social influencers on social media. And it's so funny because you feel that way, but your daughters talk about you all the time, especially on their little thing. They talk so much junk, like, I was in the back. My mother talks so much junk about you. That's how much they reverence and love you because you're a part of whatever they do. And they don't have to. They got marketing. They got products that but they always like, I'm in my mom's bathroom or she gonna come in, like all that stuff. You don't see it because we're so close to it, but that's where it is. It's where it is.
I'm curious.
You got to burn his question. I saw his face. He had the question face.
Just got one from Miss Keisha. For you, when did you start noticing the change for you? As far as these are my kids, but they're not my babies anymore. When did you first start noticing the change?
I would have to say when I really wanted to admit that, I was like, oh, wait, things are changing. I think that's when I had texted you.
The other day, Keisha.
I don't waste time. That's me. I don't waste time. Like, when I be on it. Like, because then I start just, like, freaking out. Like, no, like, what? Something's not right. Like, I got to call a friend.
Telephone a friend.
So I would say, to answer your question, I don't know, that was a couple of weeks ago. And so I just had a moment of like, wait a minute. So this has changed. And I know I cannot continue like you were saying, like, treating them as if they were 9 or 16 and they're young adults. Yeah. So how do I set boundaries? How do I let them go and fly and not freak out? And do they need to be paying some bills up in here?
Yes.
Well, those are all the great questions. I love. See, here's the thing I love about having. We may have a third co-host after a minute here, because here's the thing I love about Keisha.
Keisha don't play.
She just go straight to it.
Yeah, she ain't pulling no punches.
No platitudes. Just no nothing. We just straight.
Just straight.
No chaser.
Straight no chaser.
Angela, I'm still working on the show. Shh.
Don't matter.
Okay, straight no chaser.
Straight no. Isn't that straight no chaser?
Don't text me. Don't text me. We're still working on it.
What am I supposed to say?
No, not you. The other Angela A.
Oh, Angela A.
Angela
yes.
A.
Our manager.
Yeah, manager.
Our manager.
Yeah, our pseudo manager. Okay, here's what I'm curious about though, because I know, and we're gonna get on that topic too.
Yes. It's
but
much needed conversation.
Yeah, I'm curious because you're not the only mother, you're not the only father that's going through that process right now.
Right.
Unpack that for me. So just walk us through that process mentally for you. When you start seeing the change, like you said, you didn't waste any time, you reached out. What did that look like in your mind? What did that look like for you spiritually, emotionally? What did it look like for you?
I just felt like, I was like, gosh, like they have these friends and they always want to be with their friends. And I'm like, they're just going. And I mean, they're not doing anything wrong. But again, I wasn't a part of that.
Right.
And then I'm like, don't y'all love us? Like, what's up? Like, why you got to spend the night all the time? Like, why you can't just go and come home?
Right.
And so, like, I just was sitting there and because the girls are so respectful. They don't just go.
Right.
Which, they could. I mean, it might be a little bit of consequences, but I mean, but they always text and be like, hey, do you mind if we go? And then I feel bad. I'm like, oh, they all respectful and stuff. What am I saying? No. Like, what I'm saying?
They coming all sweet.
They coming all sweet, like, mommy, do you need anything? And stuff like that or whatever. So I'm like, all right, well, yeah, go ahead. Go. I know where they're going. It's not like I don't know. It's not like I can't roll up or whatever if I need to.
Keisha don't roll up.
I will roll up.
Don't roll up, baby.
She will.
I know she will, but don't roll up, Mom.
I'm not, but okay. I will.
I know you.
So let me get this straight. So we got a respectful 21-year-old, a respectful 19-year-old who honor thy mother and thy father.
Yes.
Tell you where they go.
Tell you where they going.
Ask do you need anything.
Actually check in when they get there. Don't want to hang out with a 13 and a 10-year-old.
No.
And you mad at them?
I mean, I'm just saying. What they doing over there that's more fun than being
hanging with their friends.
Than hanging with their mother, their father, and their two little siblings.
Perks
I ain't thought about them.
There's some perks to this young adult thing. I'm telling you. And you've had some perks with this young adult thing. They drive you around now, honey. You ain't got to drive yourself. I mean, honey,
yes,
there's perks. Come on, baby.
The other night, what did I need? I needed something. I was like, dang, they ain't even home.
See, it's perks to this, baby. It's perks like, hey, Morgan, I want to go to the store. Come on, I need you to take me. It's perks to that. Oh, pick up your brother. It's perks to take your sister.
Go get your nephew.
Go get your. I mean, there is perks to
it's
this
crazy
stuff.
though. But listen to this, and maybe y'all can help me. This is like a Dr. Phil moment, right? It's crazy though. But when they wanted to go to like California, I was like, go. But when you want to go to Greenville, I'm like, why you want to go there?
What? Okay, now I'm confused.
No, I see it. For me, and if I could be wrong, but correct me. Mm-hmm. Going to California, you're pursuing something.
Absolutely.
Because when they went to California, they were going for their dream. They were chasing something.
Right.
Going to Greensboro, you're just going to hang out.
Yeah.
No, I ain't got time for that.
Yeah.
You can just hang out at home.
Yeah.
Right.
But when you show that ambition of chasing something, it's different. It's the same way with us because now, as tight-fisted as my wife is,
Wow.
because she is,
Yeah.
Wow.
our youngest son, because he's in the music industry, he's in music, he's been everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He went to New York for a while. He's in California all the time. He goes. She never has a problem with that.
Yeah.
But let him just go down the street to hang out. All of a sudden, what you going for?
I'm like, this dumb.
He ain't gonna call me. Why you ain't call me?
Because it don't make because when he's in
Why you ain't
California, I
text
don't even
me?
hear from him in California. I don't
Yeah.
hear from him. I know he's okay. I can because technology is so beautiful. You know where your kids at all the time. They ain't got to tell you. You be like, oh, because they gonna show everything everywhere they go.
Absolutely.
They show everything everywhere they want to go. But what I was thinking was, you know what? The reason why we feel like we have to relinquish that is because remember when they're pursuing that, that's their job. And I think we need to, because we talk about this all the time, we have to forget that's their job. It's not a traditional job.
No, it's not.
So because it's not traditional, people don't see it as a job. So after their job, they want to go hang out with their friends because now it needs to click for you at that point. Then
Absolutely.
it clicks, right? So when they go in and doing all of that, that's their job. It look like they're having fun because they're into the social media and they're doing it, but that is their job. Like us, after a hard day at work, you want to go hang out with your homegirls, and that's what that's about. So but we try to, because it's not traditional, we kind of equate them to be one, and they're not.
Yeah.
And let's
You know
also
what I'm saying?
let's be real for a moment because the three of us are pretty much from the same generation.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and our kids are not traditional kids.
At
Absolutely.
all.
You're
No,
right.
they're not.
What they're doing, our parents would have a fit
Absolutely.
about it.
Absolutely.
Because like you said, your daughter is a legitimate influence.
Yes.
Getting paid to be an influencer.
Right.
Our son is in the music industry.
Absolutely.
And that's something I have to remind people all the time. No, my son is going to work.
Yes.
It's the studio, but he's at work.
Yeah.
He's producing music.
Right.
Absolutely.
When he's there, he's creating. That's his job. It's the same as if you go to the bank and clock in 9 to 5. I don't look at you funny because you're at a bank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you want to look at them funny because they're an influencer or because they're in the music or because what they're doing is so different than
It's
what we were
different.
taught to do.
Absolutely.
Right.
And and that's why a lot of parents have trouble sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because what their kids are doing doesn't look like
Yeah.
we were taught.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you got to remember what we were taught is the arts was for fun.
Absolutely.
It was not, the arts was never something that you did to make money. It was
There's no
always
money in
the
arts.
starving artist. You
Yeah.
know, you always, the starving painter. He worked at the
that's a
restaurant.
lie now.
What? You better tell it. Or just, he worked at the restaurant and part time. But that is not,
That's not what we live.
that's what we live right
The-
now.
And it's totally off subject, but the highest paid YouTuber from either 2019 or 2020, one of the two, was a 9-year-old kid. And all he does is review toys. That's his channel.
I believe it.
That's his channel.
Ain't that something?
He opens toys. He reviews toys. He was the highest grossing YouTuber like 2019 or 2020.
Come on.
These are different times
Exactly.
we're
Absolutely.
living in. And I think that's what a lot of parents have to understand
Yeah.
is that, yes, it's certain foundational things you have. The one thing you said I love, my kids are still respectful. My kids are still checking in.
Right.
They have the foundation of what I taught them.
Right.
Yeah,
It's just
absolutely.
their house looks different from mine.
Yeah.
Right.
Because we're not in the same neighborhood anymore. So it
Right.
has to look differently.
Come on,
Yeah.
Sanchez. Tell them about the neighborhood.
But also one thing, because you said it in jest, but no, we're gonna have that conversation. Yeah. Now understand, family. This is the Crenshaw's viewpoint.
Right.
You don't have to agree.
Email and text and call.
No,
and,
you can.
And it ain't gonna go well.
It ain't gonna go well for you.
Don't send balloons over our house or nothing. But here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Because you asked a question.
Absolutely.
Should kids pay a bill?
Yes.
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 If they earn an income,
Yes.
they should be contributing.
That's
Absolutely.
And the reason we say that is because we fell into the trap.
We did fall into the trap big time.
The goal is to set your kid up for success outside of your home.
Absolutely.
Please tell me outside of your home where they can go where they don't pay a bill.
That's right. You're right.
Pay nothing.
Where can they go outside of your home where they don't have a rent or mortgage, they don't have electricity bill, they don't have to buy food, they don't have to put gas, insurance? Please tell me where they're going.
Right.
But as parents, what we want to do is that we want to say, well, no, it's my job to support them. It's my job.
Yeah.
To a certain extent, yes.
Yes.
But when they're earning money, they're earning income, and the
Right.
goal is to make them a successful member of society.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're gonna pay a light bill.
Yeah.
You're gonna pay a water bill.
Yeah, absolutely. They don't have to be big bills, but they need to pay bills because we fell in the trap of, you know what? You know, they saving their money to get their own apartment because we want to get them their own place. And whether they here or not, the bills got to be paid, the lights, and all this this BS. You heard me, y'all. That BS that we put out there. And that's really to make us feel good. That ain't have nothing to do with the kids. I'm just going to be straight up honest. With me and Sancha, it had nothing. It was the fact that we could do it.
Yeah.
And then we would get mad when they would come and do this and go in and out and party and buy sneakers for $100, and we would get mad. No, we afforded them to do that.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? We afforded it because we didn't say, okay, that's cool, but I just need you to know on the 5th of the month, my God, I could preach this if I wanted to.
Yes.
The cable bill, my God.
Hello.
Water.
Something.
One of these bills belong to you, and I'm gonna need you before you roll up out of here to put my money on the counter.
Put my money on the counter.
Put my money on the counter, but we didn't do that right away. We did not. We really didn't do that. We was like, well, the bills got to get paid, and we're doing it. Even if we, at the time, there were times where we both wasn't working and we were struggling. Still, we never asked, right?
Yeah.
And we never thought about it. And even when they came back home, we was like, well, save your money, get your apartment. But y'all out here living your big best life.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
we're not doing that.
Every
no
time I turn around, there's somebody else knocking at the door delivering food, or
Right.
are you coming in with grocery bags? One
For
grocery
yourself
bag
at
just
one
for
store.
you.
Oh yes. Oh yes. That
Woo.
that sounds familiar.
Let me say something to you. They tried that one time. Ooh, Sanchez lost his mind. He said, come in this door. One more time with something for yourself, and then open that refrigerator
I
and
know
eat
that's
something.
right.
They was coming for like one soda.
One soda.
So now what they would do, they would come in and be like, I bought a soda. So they buy 2. One for the house, one for themselves. Come in
However
this
you
door.
wanna work it.
Right. But I think that we for me, it was so crazy because I remember offering one of our kids, well, you can still stay here, stay in your room, but it's gonna be $300.
Yeah.
That joker got mad and moved out and got his own apartment and paid $850. Okay, wait,
Because we said 300.
Because we said 300.
Now understand that was all inclusive.
All inclusive.
Yeah.
Everything.
Rents, light, food, cable, everything.
And my feelings were hurt because I'm like, so you're not doing me any favors because as you could see, my God, whether you give us money or not, this house flows.
Yes.
With you in it, eating all our groceries.
Yeah.
That's the first thing. Cutting on all the lights, bathroom, bedroom, nothing.
And leaving them on.
So the $300,
'Cause they not paying it.
because they ain't paying it. And what you don't pay for, you don't care for.
Absolutely.
Right? And so we're like, the $300 was probably going to go back to you anyway once you move out, but it should help you grow in that area.
Absolutely.
But then you went and got an apartment for $850 and gave it to a stranger because you mad because you think we taking your money. Okay,
Yeah.
we're not going to play these games.
Yeah.
No.
So
Nope.
here's my question. What prevents you from having that conversation with the girls?
I don't think, for me, it's like sometimes I need that backup. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like when I was talking to Angela about it, it was like, because look, I'm dealing with 2 of them. Like, I just need to have that backup. So it's not, okay, so let me back up. So of course in my mind, initially it was just like what you're saying, like, just always providing.
Right.
I want them to have the best life. I don't want them to have to worry about this and worry about that. But on the flip side of that, I've always taught them too, like, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm having a real talk with you. With that real talk, I'm setting you up for outside.
Right.
Right.
But with that is real responsibilities as well. So I think for me, it was just more of, just like you said, oh, well, you want to get your own place? Okay, you save up your money and I'll let you, you'll go ahead and take your money and get your own place. Or
Right.
you live here, you're my babies. I'm going to take care. I'm do with everything that, we need to do for you guys.
Right.
And everything like that. And then I swear, like all of this happened at the same time. It was like, once I start noticing like, okay, well, if they have, if they are getting older and I do have to deal with them differently, I think that's a part of it as well.
It is.
So I had a little moment. It was the Holy Spirit.
Yeah. Because, and I think that's the best thing you just said.
Yeah.
Because you do have to deal with them differently.
Yes.
Now. Because the whole goal is to get your kids self-sufficient.
Absolutely.
Whether they're living in your home or living outside your home, is to get them
Absolutely.
self-sufficient.
Right.
Where my wife and I realized we made the mistake
Yes. God.
is when our son came to us and said, how do I do this? And he handed us a money order and he honestly did not know how to fill it out.
It was over. It was a wrap.
And at that point we realized, we've messed up.
You messed up. Something just that simple.
Yeah.
Something just that, because
Yeah.
we literally took care of everything.
Yeah.
Right.
One of the biggest mistakes I've made, and I admit this as a father to my two youngest, is I made the mistake of told them, whatever you want to do, just let me know and I'll make it happen.
Yep.
Don't worry about the rest.
Said that before.
Yeah. And unfortunately what they did, they held me to that.
Yes.
Held you
Remember
accountable.
what you
The
had
helmet,
said that day?
And the crazy part, I'm thinking that there was a time lapse on it. There was an expiration date on that statement. No, not to them, because even to this day, they still hold me accountable
Yeah.
to that, and not realizing, like you said, because we want to provide, because we said the same thing.
Absolutely.
The way we grew up, we didn't want our kids to grow up that
Right.
way.
Absolutely.
And understanding that was a benefit to the way we grew up.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It really was. We didn't feel it, but it was.
that was
Yeah.
a benefit to it.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
It wasn't the perfect situation.
That's right.
But we are who we are.
Absolutely.
And deal with what we can deal with because we went through it.
Right.
And I think what we
Absolutely.
did was because we didn't want that to happen to our kids. In a lot of ways, we sheltered them.
Absolutely.
When we should have said, nah, dog, you're going to take this hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to feel this.
You're
You
going
need
to
to
feel
feel it.
this one.
Yeah.
You're going to need
Yeah.
to feel this one.
Yeah.
So you know what? You making money, every 15th of the month, here's your bill.
That's
your
right.
bill.
Yeah.
Because like I said, and I go back to it, there's no other walk in life
Right.
that you can do that.
Absolutely.
That you can come and go and not be held accountable
For
Yeah.
nothing.
for something.
That's right.
Exactly.
And I think for us, it was a pride thing too.
Yeah.
Because as parents, it's like, well, I'm asking my kid for money.
Yeah.
Make them
Yeah.
make them think that we broke,
Yeah,
like we need
thinking
them.
they
Yeah.
broke.
Look at all the pride
now,
in that.
Now all of a sudden, my kid think I need them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That too.
Yeah. And because they think I need them, now they may come out their mouth slit.
Oh, yes. And not have any teeth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but not
yeah.
realizing, okay, sir, you raised this kid. You know what you put in them.
Absolutely.
They not coming out their mouth crazy.
Absolutely.
They not gonna think anything different.
Yeah.
They're just gonna be mad about that
They
money.
just gonna be mad about it. But you know what they're gonna do? They gonna leave it on the
It's gonna
counter.
leave
Yes.
that on the, leave it on the counter.
Yeah.
That's right.
One of the things that somebody asked me, because I had a conversation about this, because this is such a good conversation because there's so many young adults. And right now, due to COVID, a lot of children came home from college because they had to come home. And so that was a lot of conversation. And because of the conversation that was having, this is what somebody asked me. They was like, Angela, they was like, when they come home, is there a time frame? You have to give your kids a time frame. They got to come home to a time frame. We didn't do that in the beginning. And next thing we know, Jokers was still, I was like, this Joker's been 2 years. He's still
I
here.
turn around. It's like 3 years. You still
This
here?
Joker's still here? Wait a minute.
Sir?
Like, hello? Did we, we didn't, so
How you still here, sir?
so when they come back, you have to give them a time frame, and the reason why is that way they can know their time frame is almost up. They
Yes.
can become uncomfortable and they can begin to grind. And so when the person asked me, I was like, absolutely. They was like, really? I was like, yes. If your child comes back home before they even unpack their bags, because we didn't do it. I'm not hypocrite. We didn't do that.
No, we didn't.
You have got to say, let's sit here and get this. What kind of time are we talking?
I got a
Yeah.
hard
Seriously.
question for Keisha.
Ooh,
I just got a hard one.
go ahead,
What's-
get to her.
At what point did you realize that you were being selfish?
I think I just realized it today. Come on now. I told y'all I'm keeping it real. I did not think, I thought I was fine. There was something wrong with them. I texted Angela like, yo, what's up with these girls though? Like, why they want to do all this? I don't get it.
Yeah.
I'm like being 100, like for real. Like I didn't really think that this is really making me look a lot at myself. Like what in the world? What other areas I've been like this in? Why you tell me, Angela?
Listen,
Angela, you supposed to be my friend. Why you ain't telling me?
I am your friend.
Hello.
Listen, when you called me, I told you the truth. Saying Chance told the truth. Chance said you jealous because you need a life.
Yeah, he did.
And he also
He
said
did say that.
he also said that this is what you put in
I said
them.
it with love, though. I
He said,
love
this is
you.
what he said you did the same thing. This is what you put in them, and let them rock out. And that's
did.
it.
You
And so
did.
there was nothing else that we could talk about because that's the truth. This, let me tell you something. This, who we are in this area right now, is the hard knock school because we had to learn this the hard. And we had 4. So right now one is 35, 33, 27, and we're going to be 24 this month.
24
so
this
we
month.
had to really learn this thing because not only with that, what you're going to learn is there's a different personality. Everybody can't handle that much tension. Every child can't
Absolutely.
handle that
That's
much
a good
responsibility,
point. Yeah.
right? And so we had to learn which kid could do what, which kid we knew were going to come back, what kid we had to give a boundary to. We had to know that because they're not the same people. They were so different. And that's what's going to be difficult for you because you have 4 too, to know who is able to handle what.
Well, I can tell you right now, I'm already knowing now. Like, and they will agree with me. Chataya is on her stuff. Like, she got to pay stuff. She paying it 5 months ahead.
Right.
Savannah, though, you coming up to the job for your stuff. Like, hello. I thought you supposed to be that money last week. Now, one thing she does pay is her phone bill. That was the one bill. I was
she
like,
gon-
okay,
she gon' pay
Pay a
that.
phone bill now.
but no, she ain't gonna play that. That's the thing. She, I, next week, I promise, I'll give you $10 here, $15 here. What?
No nickel
hold
dime.
on.
So she gonna be the one.
She making installment payments on her phone.
on her
She on her
bill?
phone bill, honey. So she gonna be that one.
See, I
now
call-
Chataya, I don't have to worry about. Like she got her stuff. Look,
She
don't
ready
ask
to
me
go.
for nothing. Okay,
Right.
but that Savannah
Listen, get ready, honey.
and probably Sydney gonna be the same way.
Sydney the baby.
Yeah,
Get ready, get ready.
yeah.
Just for
Get
a
ready.
moment, though.
Oh my God.
Mothers,
Yes.
don't email me. Don't attack me because I didn't attack Keisha when I asked that question.
No,
So
no, he did not.
let me explain. All parents are selfish. It's innate in us.
Yes, we are.
These are our kids.
Our kids.
We feel as though we know better in every aspect
Of their life.
because the majority of the majority of their life, we had to know better.
Yes.
We had to know that the stove was hot. We had to know that there was electricity in that plug, that knife will cut, that dog will bite. We had to know those things.
Right.
Yeah.
So everything we did was geared to protection because we knew better.
Right.
Not realizing that at some point in time, our kids were going to actually grow
Yeah.
and develop
Yeah.
and start using the things we taught them against us
Yeah.
because that's what they do.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
And then what we do is that we continue to be, well, I'm the parent.
Right.
And we want to stay in that I'm the parent role,
That's why we took it away.
not realizing that your role has changed.
You an advocate.
You're an advocate.
You an
because,
advocate and an advisor.
Yeah, and it does
That's
not.
your job.
Yeah, it doesn't change their view on you. It doesn't change
Right.
who you are to them.
Right.
But it changes how you handle them.
Right.
Absolutely.
Because, like you said, you got a 21-year-old.
Yeah.
That's legally an adult.
Yes.
That can go into the military.
Yes.
That can legally vote. That
Yes.
can legally drink.
Yes.
That can legally get an apartment.
Absolutely.
They
Only
legally
thing-
got her own car by herself.
Yeah. Can sign a contract.
Contract, that's
the only
right.
thing they can't do right now is rent a car.
Yeah.
But everything else they can do.
Right.
Yeah.
Because legally they're an adult. So that, like we said before, so there's no way you can have a conversation with a 21-year-old.
Yeah.
The same conversation you would have with a 13.
Absolutely.
The 10-year-old.
Yeah.
But as parents, we want to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We want to fall back into that because I said so. And that's the best way to get your feelings hurt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your feelings be hurt. And also realizing that, you've never raised a 21-year-old Shataya.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right. You've never raised a 19-year-old. So you don't even know what that looked like. So every time they grow, you grow because you don't know what it looks like. So you got to change your dynamic too. You know what I'm saying? You got to change your
Absolutely.
mindset, your demeanor, the boundaries that you have for yourself and everything else because I don't know this person.
Absolutely.
So, but I want to know this person. So I've got to not be like, oh, I'm the mother. I got to be like the listening advocate. I got to be the listening advisor. I got to like let you wear what you want, be looking at you like, really? Okay. Or I got to be like, you call me on the phone and be buck loose on the phone. And I got to be like, oh, okay. You know, like you got to be able to, because you do want them you have to be that person now because you want them to have a safe place to land.
Absolutely.
And you don't want them to land someplace else with somebody else.
Absolutely.
You know? So it's so important. Amen. You raise your hand because you were saying amen?
No, man, I was raising my hand because I got a question for the teacher.
Okay.
I was raising my hand. I was waiting to be called upon.
Yes, sir.
Because I didn't want to.
Mr. Crenshaw.
I'm not like you. I don't want to cut off your thought as you in mid, so I just put up my hand.
Mr. Crenshaw.
Hey, I'm called upon. Okay, cool.
I am not the bully.
You understand that. What's your hesitation? Is there a hesitation? And if so, what is your hesitation with getting to that point with the girls of letting go? Because at the end of the day, it's simply just not having a tight grip and letting go.
Yeah.
Is there a hesitation? And if so, what is your
I
hesitation?
think it is a little bit of a hesitation. I just think it's a little bit of fear because, you know, these are your babies, you know, and you had to make decisions for them for so long.
Right.
But then the flip side of it is, no, they're good. You know what I'm saying? They're good. Like, and I do want to say, like, even with Shataya, when she went away to college, and she went away to college for music, and you know we're advocates. You know, go to school. You know, you got to go to school, but not everybody gonna go to school. You know, and so I do want to say that I did get freed from that pat on my back. Yeah, and so I do want to say for the mothers, like, you know, not all your kids gonna go to the college, right? You know, and I had to realize when she was just like, no, that's just not what I want to do. And I was kind of happy too. I was like, okay, let me count my $5, $10, $15, $20 back. Now I can stay at the CVS a little bit longer.
She's not wasting my money out here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so, but she's so talented. Yeah. You know, she sings and she's an influencer. So she got all this stuff going on for her. And she, God bless her, because at that age,
girl, we don't want to talk about it. Don't talk about it.
Yeah. I mean, at least she got a little piece of the puzzle. Like, I ain't know what I'm gonna do.
So I was a woman. I was a mother.
Yeah, I think
I was. How's she tied? 21.
Yeah.
So I think I had 2 kids.
She's 21.
Already.
Yeah,
I had 2 kids.
I had kids by then.
So let her wings fly.
Yeah,
well, let me ask you a question. Okay, so you saying about Shataya, you're like, okay, I'm getting, and then out of nowhere came Savannah. Doing the same exact thing.
Yes.
Gifted beyond. Her intellect is ridiculous.
It is.
No, for real. So, girl.
Yes.
Savannah intellect is
Who
off
kids
the
are they, though?
charts, though.
Okay.
Them your baby.
I don't know.
Off the chart. But then you thought just when I'm comfortable and I'm trying my best, then she come right behind her.
Yes.
So how are you handling 2 at the same time, though?
They be tag teaming me, though, Angela. They be tag teaming me because they so close in age.
Yes.
Angela. They be tag teaming me. You know what I'm saying? So my husband be like, where they at? They going still? Where they at? Like, it's their part of the house. But no, I mean, they're just 2 different children, you know?
Yeah.
And because they have, like Sanchez was saying, the different professions, like Savannah, like she'll get 2 jobs. She's about to work 2 jobs.
She is no joke, seriously.
Just because,
y'all.
but she ain't go. That's the one that wouldn't give me no money though. Now she working now you're gonna be working 2 jobs. Can I at least get the phone bill on time? You know what I'm saying?
In full. In full.
Not in installments. Okay.
You got to be willing to cut the phone off.
Exactly.
Now,
Hello.
You got to be willing to prove a
cut
point,
that phone
though.
off?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
You
right.
should be looking crazy.
You got to be willing.
Yeah.
They got to know you're serious.
That's
Yeah.
true. And you know,
But don't get you okay, because we got our oldest. You do something like that, he don't got no problem. Tomorrow he got a whole new phone and a whole new bill.
Well, we did
so
that.
are you okay?
Oh no, that
Are you
happened
okay?
to me.
Okay.
Let me just tell you a little story, and they're gonna probably be mad. I love them, but they'll be all right. This is getting back from y'all TikTok videos and all that stuff when y'all be imitating me. But anyway, so me and Chisaya had a little incident, and so I took the phone. I cut the phone off.
Right.
Don't do that. rolled up to the school, everything. Don't do that to your mother.
Did you roll
right?
to the baby school? Took
I
a phone.
rolled up, was in her room, and she wasn't even there. Oh,
Okay. I'm so mad. Okay.
Interesting.
So,
Go ahead.
Anyway, took the phone, shut the phone off. Oh, okay. That's fine. And then the next thing you know, she has another phone number.
Yep.
A whole nother line. I was like, okay, so what?
Feelings hurt.
I still got your phone, and you still had to pay for that other one. So
Feelings
what?
feelings.
I still
Tell the
proved my
truth.
point.
Feelings was hurt. Well, tell the truth.
Feelings was hurt.
Feelings is hurt.
Okay.
That's what I say. Sometimes you be like, because
the one.
This is what I've found out about
That's
our
you.
children.
Mm-hmm.
Our children are resourceful.
Yes.
Our children are
They
us.
are us, and they're resourceful.
us.
They really don't need us. They just like to use us, but they don't need us.
Yeah.
These jokers are resourceful because she let you know, Ma. You had the phone, you were paying. I was letting you do that. I can get my own stuff. I'm okay. I'm
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I'm
absolutely.
okay with that. You know? So yeah.
Yeah, here's the dirty little secret that parents don't like talking about. So I'm gonna set some people free real quick.
Set them, baby. Set them.
Because they setting me free, y'all. I'm so free.
Your kids' dreams are not your dreams,
Right.
and it's okay.
Preach.
Yes.
Because one thing you said earlier when you were talking about college, because we went through that as well. Because our youngest son, the whole thing.
Don't talk about it. It's still. It's been about 6 years. It's still. Morgan got her
been
master's
10.
6 years. It's been about 10 years. It's
Baby's
still.
been 10.
I almost had to put some baby powder on my hand. Keisha, I was about to go slap him at his house, but go ahead.
Because the whole thing for my wife, because my wife's side of the family, that's what it is. It's college.
Absolutely.
That's what they do.
Yeah.
So is mine.
Yeah, mommy's 13 credits from her PhD, and she's got like 13 degrees.
Do not
Yes.
listen to nothing he said.
I'm saying.
Yes, my
so
God.
it's college family.
Yes.
So the whole thing was, okay, you're going to go to college. You're going to go to college for dance. You're going to go to college for arts. You're going to college. You're going to college. You're going to college. I tried to tell her early.
You got a scholarship. Boy, how you not gonna go? You got go ahead.
I tried to tell her early, babe, pull off of that. Don't get so wrapped up in that. Until his senior year, senior high school.
After we went to the school.
Yeah, went
Talk
to the school.
to the people.
Did the whole tour and everything.
Campus.
Yeah, the whole thing was set. And he said, I don't want to do that. I don't want to go to college. She almost killed that boy.
Yeah.
I had to
feel
catch
that.
her. I had to
feel
catch
that.
her.
Yeah.
And then we had to have a conversation like, babe, okay, so you want us to, because the scholarship wasn't going to cover all, it was going to cover a portion, but we were going to have to come out of our pocket for the rest. This boy's going to go to college and waste my money
Absolutely.
Listen.
because he's not going to apply himself because that's not where he is right now. Yes, education is wonderful.
Yes.
Yes, college is a wonderful thing. But in certain stages of people's lives, college ain't for everyone.
Absolutely.
And as parents, we have to understand that.
Yeah.
Yes, you want the best for your kid, but you want the best for the avenue they're going to be in.
Absolutely.
in the avenue they want to and feed the avenue
Yeah.
they going on. My problem was, let
What
me
was your
just clear
problem, babe?
myself.
Clear yourself,
Clear
babe.
me
Clear
up.
yourself,
Okay. Me unpack my bag.
Unpack it, babe.
All I was saying was, give me back all my money.
Can I get that?
Right. I need, because all the traveling, because what the young man said, because his whole career has been dance, commercials, dance, everything dance. So he not only said, I don't want to go to college, but I'm not dancing no more. Okay, so what I'm going to need to do, because all my vacation time was built in what you doing, traveling, taking to New York, Florida.
Yeah.
I'm going to need that back and all of my money. And then we could, and you could be set free. But
Yes.
until then,
But even with that, here's the thing with that. So let me set my wife free again on something. Because even with that, yeah. So we spent 8 years, 9 years, something like that, just constantly traveling back and
God
forth.
bless y'all.
Is conventions and shows and everything he was doing. But he said he didn't want to dance anymore. He didn't say he didn't want to be creative anymore.
That's right.
He just didn't want to dance
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
Now, all of the contacts he made while he was dancing, he's still using those same contacts now in a different field. Because now he's still doing music, he's still doing videos. The people that he used to dance with, those are the people he stayed with when he goes to the connections he has. A lot of the
absolutely.
connections he has in the music industry is because of the connections he made in dance.
Absolutely.
And that's why I say that parents have to be careful because it can't always be your vision.
Still want my money
Absolutely.
back. I hear what you're saying. Still want my money back.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I think the part that we don't want to accept either is that the same way God had a plan for us, God has a plan for our kids.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
And what makes us think that we know better?
Absolutely.
All he did was entrust us to get them to a certain point.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then at that point, he takes it from there.
Because see, the kids lie.
So did you.
The kids be lying. Okay.
So did you.
The first kid, basketball. That's he about to be basketball. He could draw. We just basketball. One day he ain't doing that no more. He don't want to do it. All right, next kid. We like, okay, he want to do football. They worked him too hard. He ain't want to do that no more. And then the same thing with Morgan. I was mad at her too because she came and she was like, okay, you know what? I want to teach, but I don't want to be a teacher in the school system.
You wanted to be a lawyer.
I was like, well, first of all,
Okay, so since we talking about things we wanted to do and telling our parents, you wanted to be a lawyer.
I did. I went to school.
You went to school. You have
Because you're a bully.
I'm not a bully.
That would have been your field.
I'm not a bully.
So
and I was a good debater
Yeah, you still are.
and everything else. But I realized that, like Cynthia said, me going to school, wanting to be law, doing paralegal, doing all of those things, and everything that I've done thus far has brought me to this space right here.
Absolutely.
Where I realized what I want to do is be behind this mic. I want to encourage people. I want to inspire people. I want to take up for people. I'm not bullying nobody. And I want...
She bully you.
Not
Keisha.
on the mic, maybe.
Keisha,
She
I
bully
do
you
not
'cause she bully me.
I do not bully me.
Yes, she does.
Okay, there you go.
Ooh, y'all tell tales.
2 out of the 3 people in this room
Y'all
have
tell
been bullied by
tales.
you.
Ooh,
If I bring Morgan in, it'll be 3 out of 4.
I don't trust y'all. Don't trust
True.
these people.
I'm
Don't
just
trust
saying.
these people. I just think that we have to consider, like Cynthia said, that we have to take our feelings out of it.
Absolutely.
It is because I'm gonna tell you too. For every kid, my feelings were in whatever because we believed in whatever they wanted to do. Feed it, right? Because we always want them to have their vision and feed it. And so, in my mind, I didn't know the vision was gonna keep changing.
Well, you know what? I'm glad that you said that because I think, like I said, before, when Chitai decided, no, this is not for me.
Right.
And I was like, but then I was like, oh, okay then. So, but
Is that how you said it?
Yeah, I did because I had to talk to myself a little
Right.
bit.
Like, don't
do I,
attack.
do I be mad or do I be happy? I got some money now.
Right.
Like,
What I
does it
do.
look like?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be happy. I got some money. But but I had to. I can kind of appreciate that. Like Savannah said to me the other day, she was working at QT or whatever. I don't want to work here anymore. I don't have to work here anymore. I want to meet different people. I want to do different things. I can kind of appreciate, even though she's in school,
Right.
that's something that she just, like I don't have to.
Right.
And they're young.
Yeah.
So I can kind of appreciate them doing that now versus being older in life and just being plain out confused
And
Yeah.
miserable.
and miserable.
And miserable.
You know what I'm saying?
Miserable.
And not to say that you can't do it, but I think it's just better when you do have, that support system and then you're younger. You can do that.
Yeah.
So I can appreciate that thing I can kind of appreciate.
Yeah.
Like, okay, if you change up, okay, then you changed up before, you changed up now.
Right.
Eventually, you'll get it and you'll know where you want to
Right.
be, what you want to do, but you have no experience. So you can't base it off of anything. So you got to find your way.
Gotta find
so
your
that
way.
part I got.
You there with that one.
But find your way at home was what I was saying. Find your way from home. Like, why you gotta be at your friend's house though?
And finding your way.
Yeah. You need to come back and talk to me about that.
No, ma'am.
Finding your way.
No, ma'am.
You know what I'm saying? You can
'Cause you're
change
not-
up 20
you're not on-
times,
you're not-
but
you
find
and
your way
but
from
you
here.
can't have the conversation because you're not even on the same level. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. She put her hands on her hips, baby. She'd have looked at me.
Yeah.
You not.
She gonna fight you
You
right now.
not.
Dang.
You're not on the same level. You're not on the same level in reference to what they're trying to do right now. You're not on that level.
Absolutely.
You're not on
and
that
I
level.
will tell you, this is a different, and the more and more like they're getting older and stuff, I'm like, this is just like a different, what's the word I'm looking for? Generation. Like,
Yeah, it is.
I don't like.
They
I
not-
like to believe that
they fearless.
I'm in the know. Like,
And you're not.
You not.
I know what's going on.
You
What's
don't.
this? That I'm on
You
it.
don't know.
Child.
Because it changes so quickly.
It
Yes.
changes. The reason why I said you're not on that level, to be honest, what has happened is the game has been flipped. And I'm going to tell you why. Because right now, I am more of a go-getter, and Sanchez is more of a go-getter because of our kids. Them jokers are go-getters. They
Amen.
are not. Yeah. All four of them is crazy as heck.
Yeah.
But when I tell you these jokers are go-getters, and
they driven.
They driven. Be like, I ain't working here no more. I'm just gonna have to. I'm not.
Yeah.
And it made me and Sanchez go, what are we like? They made us right now. They made us level up.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Seriously.
I think personally for me, and when I say this, I mean no disrespect to the previous generation before me. Mm-hmm. But one of the worst things I was taught as a child was get a job, get a good job, and retire there.
Yeah.
That's one of the worst things I was ever taught as a child.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And of course you want stability.
Yeah.
But that's not a blanket statement for everyone.
Right. Exactly.
What's stability for you?
Yeah.
May not be stability for me.
Absolutely.
Stability for me may be eating ramen noodles every other day, sipping on the same bottle of water for 3 days. Yeah. But I'm doing my passion other than being able to pay my rent on time, being able to make my car payment on time, but I'm stuck in a job that I hate, that every day I go out, I'm talking about how to burn the place down.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely.
Yeah, so I think what happens, and like I said, I'm no disrespect to the previous generation before me, because that's what they knew.
That's the foundation of that.
But we're still trying to instill that in this generation of kids.
Yeah. Impossible.
Where we're telling them, go to college, get a good job, keep your head down, build up your 401k, and just retire somewhere.
Yeah.
And they looking at you like, who wants to do that?
Absolutely.
Because they'll if you don't level up, they're watching you and be like, that's what I'm not. This is what this looks like.
I don't want that.
This is what I'm. This is not what I'm going to do.
You're tired every time. You're tired every day. You don't go nowhere. Mm-hmm. You got to ask somebody, can you go on vacation?
To the bathroom.
Your vacation get canceled because the job decided they needed you.
Absolutely.
No, I don't want that life, man. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm going to go out here and be an influencer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And then it goes back to the word of God as well, as far as, God created us all different. He gave us all different gifts and talents.
Right. Yeah.
So if they pull out that scripture, because
they'll use the word against you.
Okay.
Right.
Like, wait, but I thought you said da-da-da-da-da. Because Sydney do it now.
That's the prophet. First of all, Sydney's a different baby. She's the prophet. Okay.
I was praying, you pray, I praying, Lord, Lord of Lords, King of Kings. Mm-hmm. She said, well, I thought he was the only Lord. I mean, and the only King. So why are we saying more than one?
Right.
When he's only. I said, you're right. He is only.
Okay, thanks, Sydney.
and I'm going to leave it right there because what you're not going to do. Okay.
We're not about to have a Bible scholar class today.
You are not going to be the 10-year-old.
As a 10-year-old, you ain't going to make me question mine. No, we ain't going to do that.
Question my salvation.
My salvation.
Hello. We ain't going to do that. No, we not. Not today.
She's just letting you know how it's going down.
I think, and that's the biggest thing. If we could just, as parents, realize, yes, there are kids, but they're people.
Absolutely,
they are little people with their own thought processes, with their own feelings, with their own destiny in life.
Yes,
absolutely.
And their destiny is not always tied into ours.
Right. Absolutely,
99% of the time. Is not tied into ours. Yeah. And their life, most of the time, is not going to look like our life. Mm-hmm. And it's not supposed to.
That's right.
And I thank God for that, though.
Yeah.
I thank God because of who I was in the age group that all of they are in.
I was a hot mess.
I was not.
Y'all.
I was a hot mess.
I don't even know. I can be as transparent as I want. That's how hot of a mess I was.
Yeah, it was hot mess. It was
by the grace of God.
Yeah. Oh, totally by the grace of God that I'm even sitting here living, seriously. Yeah. And so I can't even... So when I look at them, I'm like, I got to level. It literally makes me seriously go, we need to level. Like when they go away out of town, like the oldest went to Vegas by himself, just chilling for the week. I was like, oh, hold up, what the? Well, we can't even pencil down a beach trip, right? Wait a minute.
We trying to do a day beach trip.
Beach trip, couldn't get it right. You know what I'm saying?
My guy went to Vegas for a week, just hopped on a plane and was gone.
And called and said, I'm leaving I'll be in Vegas is what he said to us, and I'll be back next week. And I'm like, what? Okay. Oh,
Were we jealous? Yes.
Yes.
Were we salty? Yes.
very.
Yeah. Did it have us question our life? Yes.
You know what I'm saying? They make you level up and say why, because for them it's not can I do it? It's like, why can't I do it?
Absolutely.
Who is told? And this is the thing that's so crazy, is that this is what we put in them.
Absolutely.
We put it in them, but we're not living it.
Yeah.
And then when they're living what we put in them, we mad at them, and they only living what we should be living and doing. You know what I'm saying? If that make any sense to
And
anybody else.
too, it's like a little bit of control too. I'm telling you, I'm getting delivered, y'all.
Come on now.
A little bit of control. You want to control how that looks.
Yeah.
I can say you can do anything you put your mind to. You know,
Right.
you can go as far as you want. As long as I'm able to dib and dab in that thing and turn you left and turn you right.
Right.
As long as I got the strings.
I
As long as I got the
know
strings.
everything.
Yeah.
You know, I know everything because I've been there and I know everything.
Yeah.
But their story is not our story.
No. I've been totally educated by my children. I don't. Have you ever just sat down? Well, you see, with the Prophet, you had that problem because Prophet ain't playing with you,
No.
Sydney. But even
That's a
your
whole
young
nother
adults,
one.
and they just teach you something, and you just looking at them like, whoa. I
Yeah.
sit in awe of them. You know, when I talk to them, I'm like, really? Like sometimes I feel like I'm 70 or 80.
Yeah.
Because they be like, Mom, give me the phone, because that is not how that.
Oh,
please
well, you
get that
can
here.
forget that.
You give me the phone, or especially Morgan, she'll be like, that don't put that. Why is you gonna wear that like that? You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you're looking like I dressed you, but now they dressing me. So
Yes.
there's some perks to this thing. It is some
Absolutely.
perks to having a young adult. I promise you.
Understanding that regardless they're our kids,
Yes.
we still can learn from them.
Yes,
Absolutely.
Because
please
once
learn.
again, they are people.
Yes.
They are people with their own experiences, their own perspective.
Yes.
If you can go out in the world, it's crazy. Like right now, which is crazy to me, because I'm doing piano lessons. I'm learning how to play piano.
Oh, I wanted to learn how to
Yeah.
play just one song though.
My piano teacher is 22 years old.
Wow.
I am literally 20. I'm 43. He's 21. So I am 22 years old. I am 2 decades older than my piano teacher.
Wow.
And he living his best life because
Yeah.
he just want to play the piano.
I just want to, and literally, I literally have kids
Yes.
older than him.
Yes.
And if I was in that mindset of I can't learn from a younger person,
Yeah.
I'd be out of luck.
Yeah.
So if I can go out here and learn
Yeah.
how to play the piano from a 22-year-old kid, why can't I learn something from my 24-year-old? Why can't I learn
Absolutely.
something from my 32-year-old? Why can't I learn something from my 27-year-old?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Because every day as parents, as people,
Yeah.
we should be learning.
And growing.
Because I'm hoping that I instilled enough in them that they can teach me something.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because if they can't teach me something, that means I didn't do my job well.
That wasn't
Yeah.
them. That's you.
Yeah, that's my fault. Now, I hate to do this, but I have to.
I know we got to wrap it up.
Yeah, this was a midweek moment.
This is awesome.
Yeah, we well over a moment on this one.
Oh Lord, we've been well over a moment.
Where we at on this one?
Right now, we like an hour and 15 minutes into a
Yeah,
moment.
that was
Oh,
that's a
wow.
moment.
How long would the moments normally
No,
be?
35, 40.
Well, you already knew if I was coming, honey.
We already knew.
Because really,
Yes.
we literally could talk to you all day.
Yeah,
'cause
Yes.
you are amazing.
seriously, amazing.
I love you guys.
Oh my, we love
The
you.
one thing we always want to do, though, we always try to leave the family with the final thought.
Okay.
So, what is your final thought for the family?
I think, just to not beat yourself up through the process.
Right.
Because just like when you had a newborn and it was your first child, you didn't know what to do. The books tell you certain things, but whatever with the books. You had to kind of just live and grow. So even with me being delivered today, and I'm going to say that because that's exactly what it was in front of your eyes, I can appreciate it and have good people to talk to about this
Right.
thing. Because I was able to reach out to Angela like, yeah, what's up with these girls, and she was able to give me some feedback. So not to feel like I guess I'm giving a lot, but not to feel like, you're a loser or I don't have this thing together or I should be embarrassed because I don't know what to do or
Right.
I have these questions and I don't know how to move forward. But just to appreciate the fact that, okay, you have children, they are, like St. Jessica was saying, they're blessed, that you instill all these great things in them. And so just know that they have that
Yeah.
And then, reach out for help. Reach out to your friends. Reach out to the ones that have older ones. Take little tips and stuff. And don't beat yourself up.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. Like, don't beat yourself up.
Absolutely.
These kids are great. These kids are like fearless.
Yeah.
They are not playing.
They're not playing.
So
love it.
that's what I would
say.
Ange, what you got, baby?
My final is let your kids level you up.
Yeah.
Let your kids level you up. Let your kids bring the inner kid out of you and dream and be fearless and go after what you want. Because if you put that in them, that's only because that's what's in you and that's really what you want to do. And so let your kids level you up. Go be happy about the perks of the young adults. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's perks to the young adults.
Yeah.
I love it.
What you got, baby?
My final thought is going to be a very simple one.
You always tell me it's going to be a very simple one.
No, it is.
It'd be deep too, y'all.
It's just really simple. Know your role. That's really my final thought for it. As a parent, understand what your current role is. Embrace your current role, accept your current role, and grow and thrive in that current role. It does not diminish how much they love you. It doesn't diminish your place in their life.
Right.
Yeah.
It does not make you any less of a parent.
That's right.
The only thing it does, it just changes the role
Absolutely.
that you play in their life.
Absolutely.
And that's my final thought for them, baby.
That's a good one.
Whoo, y'all.
Keisha, thank you.
Come on, Keisha.
We
Y'all
may
gonna
have
bring
to.
me back?
We may have to.
Yes, honey. I
We
want
have
to
to bring
say
you
we
back.
bringing you back, baby.
I'm at home working from home. I need to come on out.
Come on out.
I just the crazy part is that I miss talking to you.
Oh,
So
I miss
this
you guys.
was amazing.
I love you, man. I love
Family,
you so much.
we thank you.
Yes.
We thank you for being a part. We thank you for listening, however you're listening, whether it's iTunes, whether it's Podbean, whether it's Spotify, whether it's Google Play, whether it's Amazon Music, whether it's iHeartRadio, or on our own personal website at www.thecrenshawcorner.com. We thank you so much. Remember, we consider ourselves an interactive podcast,
we are.
which means we can be found on the socials. We're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, all in the Crenshaw Corner. Don't you do that.
I ain't gonna say
Don't you do that.
I ain't say nothing.
All in the Crenshaw Corner. And of course, you can email us at any time at thecrenshawcorner@gmail.com. Once again, thecrenshawcorner@gmail.com. And as always, family, welcome to our journey.
We love you guys. Bye. I couldn't stop laughing. I'm so sorry.